Hey there, welcome to Enlil's Tarot. Today we're going to be looking at September. You're going to have three options to choose from, and whatever option you choose, we'll go ahead and give you your reading, okay? Alright, so take a moment to kind of decide which option you want. I'm going to present the options in just a moment, and once you've made your decision, we'll go ahead with your reading. Alrighty, if you chose pile number one or the Desert Rose, this is your reading for September. So we're going to take a look at the cards at the bottom of the deck. I used three decks today. I used the Day of the Dead deck, if I think it's called. I'll put the actual names in the description, but I think one's the Day of the Dead. The other one's just a regular playing card deck. And I think this is the Golden Tarot deck I used. But again, I'll put in the description the actual deck names in the description. But anyways, looking at the cards at the bottom of the deck, I can see that the overall energy is basically you are in a very, I see a good word to use this. I wouldn't say passionate, but you're in a very, not even combative, but you have a lot of energy to get things done. Maybe last month there was a lot of loss, a lot of deceit. You may have lost something important to you. You may have dealt with betrayal or whatever. And the reason why I say this is because in the first row we got here is the Ten of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. Ten of Swords usually depicts an ending. Seven of Swords usually depicts betrayal or sneaky behavior. And the Five of Cups represents sadness, depression, just things not going your way. But with the overall energy for this month, I can see that you are working passionately to get out of that space. We can see that with the Page of Wands, the Six of Swords, as well as the Five of Wands. Five of Wands usually means sort of conflict or whatever, but it has another meaning, being passionate, being hardworking. In traditional tarot, it's a bunch of people just kind of with wands fighting each other. But like I said, it could be depicted as, just being competitive, getting yourself out of a situation. And with the Six of Swords under the deck, I can see that you are working to get yourself out of whatever situation may have been unfair, may have been painful to you back in August. And so, as we move into August, we have the Six of Swords again, the Knight of Swords, and the Four of Swords. And this indicates that you are quickly moving into a calmer position where you are able to rest, recuperate, and just kind of recalibrate from whatever you dealt with either last month or in the recent past. So, like I said, let's say you were dealing with a breakup or something. This is you, mentally figuring it out, kind of getting out of that negative headspace. And the reason why I say it's more of a mental thing is because swords involve communication. It involves anything mental. So you're probably finding ways to get over this loss. You're finding ways to get over this depression, this negative feelings. It could be through friends. It could be conversating through friends, a therapist. Like again, swords represent communication. But whatever method you choose, it's going to quickly bring you to a place of peace and calm. With the Four of Swords representing being at peace, being calm with yourself, being at calm with the situation, being at peace with the situation. And like I said, with the Knight of Swords, it's very fast movement, so it's not going to take like the entire month to get there. It may take like a couple days, maybe a week into September. It's the first day of September, so a couple days into September, maybe a week into September, you'll start kind of feeling the effects of you kind of leaving that negative situation and just putting all those negative thoughts out of your mind. Now, as we proceed further into the month, we have the Six of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. If you are a masculine watching this, if you're a male watching this King of Cups could represent you, or it could represent someone else. And if you're a feminine watching this could represent the energy that you're in, or it could represent someone else. But I do see either two scenarios I'm getting from this. Either you receiving an offer, which later I'll explain. I see that coming as well. Either you receiving an offer for help from another individual. Maybe this King of Cups individual may be helping you. A water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio signs doesn't matter, but in case you need that kind of like note, the person can be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio rising, moon, sun, Venus. It doesn't matter. They may help you kind of figure out what how to just kind of get things back into balance, as we see with the Two of Coins. They're going to help you kind of balance whatever is unbalanced. Again, we have that with the Two of Coins. Also with the Six of Coins right here, this individual is going to kind of help you kind of figure things out. Let's say if it's money matters, they'll help you kind of figure out ways to kind of maybe balance your budget if that's what you need help with, or if it's, let's say you need help kind of figuring out, what to do with, like maybe it's about another person, like maybe you have to make a decision in regards to another person. They'll probably provide that insight of what to do in the situation. You'll like whatever help you would need, this person will provide. Now, if this is representing you, I see you kind of figuring out, how to balance the situation, get your life back into balance, whether it be in love, whether it be in money, career, whatever the case may be. It can happen around the third week. It can happen around the middle of the month. It depends on like when you get into this headspace. But once you start kind of getting into a balanced headspace, I see you kind of balancing everything else. And so this could be, let's say if it's a money situation, I see maybe you getting something that can help kind of put that back into balance. Maybe you receiving an offer or something to kind of put your finances back into balance. Maybe this King of Swords is offering it. Maybe you're, manifesting something that could bring in more income, or let's say it's a love situation, which I don't see a lot of cups in this, like two cup cards, more swords and pentacle cards. So I feel like this is more on the practical matters like money, career, home, stuff like that. But let's just, for the sake of the reading, say this is in love. Let's say you're dealing with, you like say you got your heart broken. This is either you or someone helping you kind of figure out how to look at this situation from a different perspective. That way, you take it, you take what happened to you as, well, this is a lesson I've learned. That's it. I don't have to continue with this situation, or whatever help you may need to balance the situation in your love, romantic life, or home, family life. Let's say that, there's something going on in the family. There's conflict going on in the family. Either you or someone else is going to help bring balance back into the situation. So whatever type of issues you were dealing with in the recent past, I know it's a lot to kind of take in, but whatever issues you're dealing with in the recent past, or dealing with at this moment, just know by the middle of the month you will bring that balance back into your life. And when we get to the end of the month, we have the Four of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Six of Wands, which means victory is coming. I see an offer. It could be an offer of love. Let's say if it's a situation regarding love. I see a new love coming in. And let's say it was a really bad breakup. It could be a new friend that could turn into something more. Because sometimes when you get out of a relationship, you don't just want to jump into another relationship. It could be someone that you meet that helps you kind of get over that breakup. And like I said, male, female, whatever you're into, I read for everybody. I don't just read for one specific gender. Or if it's a money situation, like something's been going on wrong with your money. It could be both. Any issue you may have gone through, just know by the end of the month it will get resolved, and the results may be, well, actually I can honestly say will be better than you expect. This offer will bring you victory. This offer will bring you balance, with the Four of Wands also representing balance. Six of Wands is balance because these are even cards. And With the Knight of Cups, I see an offer, a good offer, an emotional offer, an offer that's going to bring you happiness, an offer that's going to bring you emotional fulfillment. So, like I said, if you're dealing with money issues, this could be an offer for a new job. This can be an offer for a new position. This can be an offer for a promotion. If this is, family, home family, this could be basically that conversation being had, or someone offering a truce, if it's a issue with that situation, like whatever it may be. And let's say if it's love, like I said, you can meet somebody new that may be a friend that may turn into something more later on. Or if you've been single for a long time, you can meet somebody that's potential to become something, if you so choose. So pretty much September seems like a month where you're going to get everything back into alignment, whether it be in your love life, your home life, your career, whatever have you. Everything seems to be going back into alignment. And whatever you're worrying about at this present moment, just know that within this month, it will take care of itself. I do see you doing the work, and making sure, like I said, with the cards at the bottom of the deck, I can see you're doing the work to get out of the situation. Just know that the work you are doing will pay off by the end of this month. And that's pretty much it for pile number one. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please like, subscribe, share, and get these videos out there. And thank you for joining me today. Thank you for your time. I hope I was able to help. Thank you, and I'll see you again soon. Hello, for those of you who chose pile number two, this is your reading. We're going to take a look at the overall energy, and that's the three cards at the bottom of the deck. We have the Emperor, the King of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. So this could be the energy you're in, or this can be situations that are currently taking place. All right. What I mean by that is, so let's go with the first scenario. If this is the energy you're in a very authoritative, creative, and straightforward energy. Authoritative with the Emperor, creative with the King of Wands, and the Queen of Swords being very straightforward. With the Emperor, I can see that you're in a place, or you're feeling your energy is in a place of power. It feels like it has a plan. It knows you feel like you have a plan. You know what you're going to do, or at least you're developing a plan. And with the King of Wands, it could be something in the creative field, or it can be something just creative in general, whatever whatever it may have you. And with the Queen of Swords, you're very, very, I would say, you have this plan, but you're very strategic about it, because the Queen of Swords is a very cerebral, feminine energy. She likes to, strategize before she makes moves. But when she makes a move, it's usually right on the money, because she's, like, again, she's very strategic. She likes to, swords are mental energy. Also very good communication when it comes to the other cards. Swords cards tend to represent communication. So again, I see that you're in a very authoritative spot, even if you don't hold, authority in general. Like, I'm not saying like I'm not saying like you're like a police officer or like a judge or anything, but just in your life in general, you hold authority, meaning you make the decisions in regards to your life. You don't have other people making decisions for you. You may be self-employed. You may just kind of be your own person. And again, I get you're very creative, but you're also very strategic in your creativity. You're not someone who's just going to do stuff just to do stuff. You like to make sure you have a plan before you create stuff. And I would say in the recent past, you've been working very hard. Now, before I get to that, because I just completely missed my point, I got another situation. And this is, again, I don't read for a specific gender. So just kind of take it as you will. Let's say you're a feminine and you feel like you represent, oh my God, you you identified. I couldn't think of that word. You identify as the feminine, right? The Queen of Swords would be your current energy, very meticulous, very you know, in her head, but she likes to plan out the situations before she makes a move. She likes to plan out decisions before she decides to make that decision. And let's say you are the feminine in this group. I feel as if you may be in a bit of a love triangle in regards to, again, this is a general reading. This applies to anybody. This may not be you. You can represent with the other scenario, but if this scenario is you, you may be in a bit of a love triangle, third party situation. Not and it depending on, like I said, depending on your situation, and you have been dealing with two individuals, one being an emperor, one being a king of swords, both having authority, but one having more authority than the other. Maybe this could be the emperor has more authority in your life than the king of wands, like meaning the emperor takes precedent over your life. Maybe you're with this emperor if you're in a relationship, or you're more, or the emperor holds more weight to you at the very moment. But this king of wands is also a part of the situation. And being that you're in the Queen of Wands sort of energy, you may be kind of going back and forth between the two people. Either one has this fiery, passionate energy, but it's, basically where you feel where you feel you need to be, where you feel your soul needs to be, either with this King of Wands or this Emperor. If you're a masculine watching this, this could represent a feminine that you may be into. Maybe she's with another person, or maybe she's thinking about another person. It depends on the situation. Everyone's scenario is different. But let's go with the first scenario. Like I say, you're in this energy of, you're feeling like you can take control of your life. You're planning things out meticulously, and you're a very creative person. I can see you've been working very hard in the recent past. I can see you've been working very hard and not really achieving a lot of results. With the Knight of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands, Ten of Wands representing hard work, representing burdens, representing, carrying a heavy weight. And the Knight of Pentacles, I hope I didn't say another Knight, Jesus Christ, but the Knight of Pentacles with the Five of Swords. You've been working really hard, but it doesn't seem like you've been getting the results that you wanted. And to some degree, you kind of feel like you left out in the cold. You feel like, whatever goal you're working towards, whatever situation you're working towards, it's just not fair. The situation isn't fair. The Five of Swords in traditional tarot is this one guy carrying these swords, and these other guys walking away, and it feels just unfair. Like it's a victory, but it's a shallow victory. And so you kind of feel a bit burdened by the situation. Now, let's say if this is the third party, oh my God, I can't talk. Let's say it's the third party situation, right? And you're the feminine in this. You're in a relationship with the Emperor. I'll read for masculine as well. Let's say you're in a relationship with the masculine, with the Emperor. I feel as I feel like this relationship, for some reason, isn't giving you what you want. You've worked hard at this relationship, you've put in the work, but for some reason it just feels like something's unfair. And I guess that's why you're looking towards the King of Wands, because you feel like maybe you could get more of your needs met elsewhere. Now let's say if you were the King of Wands or the Emperor, either one, you're the masculine. Say you're the masculine in the situation. If you're the Emperor in this situation, you can feel that you're kind of in the same space where this relationship, you've been working at this relationship, but there's just something missing. There's something that just doesn't seem fair. Now, again, it may not be anyone's fault. It could just be one of those things where you date a person, and as you get to know them, you realize that something just doesn't fit me right now. Something just doesn't, like, who I was a year ago or who I was 2 3 years ago isn't who I am today, and the things that I need for my growth, this person isn't providing me. And like I said, this can go for the masculine or the feminine, depends on whatever in this specific scenario. And so you're looking at another person, hopefully hoping that maybe, and I feel like you already have your eye on this person. If you're the feminine, if you're the masculine, same thing. You already have your eye on this Queen of Swords if you're a masculine, and if you're a feminine, you have your eye on this King of Wands. Because I feel like this King of Wands, I think you're already in the relationship with the Emperor, because the Emperor is a more of a, like I said, it's a more of a stable card. It's more of a, I'm already I'm already present in your life. Whereas the King of Wands is kind of doing his own thing. He's, doing what he needs to do. But I feel like you feel as if your needs aren't being met in the present relationship or situation, and you're looking elsewhere for that emotional fulfillment. And like I said, you've worked hard at this relationship. You worked hard in this whatever situation. It could be a job. It could be whatever. Like whatever the case may be, you've worked hard, but it's not giving you the results that you want. What I see in September is that either you making a strong choice to go. You're making a choice, basically. You're making a choice to bring that fairness back into your life, and you're making that choice rather quickly. With the Strength, the Knight of Swords, and the Four of Wands. No, Four of Cups. Four of Cups. So, Four of Wands. I don't know why I say Four of Wands, but the Four of Cups. So, let's start off. Let's do the practicals. Let's say this is a job or whatever situation that you're not getting paid enough, or you're not making enough to emotionally fulfill you, or maybe it's just the job itself just isn't emotionally fulfilling. I see that around the second week, somewhere kind of going into September, you having the strength to make these changes to get out of this apathetic mood. Because the Four of Hearts tends to represents feeling apathetic, feeling like, I'm not too I'm not too happy where I'm at. So I got to make a change to get to a place where I feel secure and happy. And the Strength card, meaning you having the strength to make that decision and make it quickly with the Knight of Swords, which ends up resulting around the third week, you getting a message, we see with the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Wands, that brings you abundance with the Knight of Coins. Now, let's say you're in this weird third-party love triangle situation. And I'm going to break it down another way, because I know a whole bunch of people watch these readings. I watch a lot of pick a card readings, so I want people to kind of touch my situation as well. But let me just kind of do this one before I get ahead of myself. Let's say you're in this weird third-party situation and you're the masculine. I see you around the second week of the month. Let's say you're the King of Wands and this person is this Queen of Swords is with the Emperor. I see you making a change to get out of this rut, because I don't, even though you may have feelings for this Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, the situation itself, because it's the third party situation, isn't giving you what you want. Like in traditional tarot with the Four of Cups, there are 3 cups, and 1 cup is being offered to the other person, and he's just like, nah, this isn't what I want. And I feel like that's the situation where it's 3 cups, third party, and you're being offered this situation. Like, do you want to continue doing this? And you're just like, nah, I'm just going to go the other way. And that in itself brings you empowerment. It brings you the empowerment you need to basically make the changes that you need, which will ultimately bring you what you want, and that's a romantic partner. Again, if you're the King of Wands. If you're the Queen of Swords and you are making the decision to go towards the King of Wands, I see you, and again, this is different scenarios for everybody, I see you having the strength to do that around the second week. I see you having the strength to make this decision because you're not happy in this relationship with the Four of Cups. You're not happy with this Emperor person. So you want to have more passion, more excitement in your life. So you make a decision to contact, or If you're not going to contact, you make some sort of plan, because again, the Queen of Swords is very meticulous. She tends to strategize before she makes a decision. You making a plan to go towards this King of Wands, and if that's the case, again, I'll go. I'll As we look, in the future here, it pays off. It does pay off. Your hard work pays off in the end. If you're the King of Wands that are, getting out of this situation where this other person is being with another person, whatever, you're going to get a new offer of love, or a new offer from a new person that's going to give you that fulfillment that this Queen of Swords could not. If you're the Queen of Swords and you want out of this relationship with the Emperor, this person will give you that offer. They will bring you that emotional fulfillment with the ten of coins, 10 of diamonds here, the Chariot, as well as the Page of Cups. The offer may be small, but it will grow into something solid, as we can see. Small offer with the Page of Cups, movement with the Chariot, and the 10 of coins being that stability. And so whatever decision you make, just know that you will achieve that stability. Now, let's say you're the Queen of Swords, and you're like, you know what, I want to work on this relationship. I'll put in the strength to work on this relationship, even though I feel apathetic about it. You're still going. It may start off small, but then eventually it's going to grow. But it's all based on choice and what you feel is a good decision to make. But again, everyone's different. And again, let's say if it's to do with a job situation, I see you getting news around the third week about a new position or a promotion or something that you've been working hard towards that's going to bring you what you need. It's going to bring you that emotional fulfillment. Now, it may start off as like, hey, although this pays this much, it's a bit higher than what you made previously, but it may not be like a whole bunch of money at once. But in the future, it'll pan out into something really quickly, really big and stable. And just looking at the Chariot, you're going to have victory. Or another way I like to look at it, you might receive something that may seem like it's like, oh, this is a small offer compared to what I was hoping for, but then it turns out to be bigger than you expect. So let's say someone offers you a job and you're like, oh, I'll see what happens. I'll see where it goes. Or offers you a new position, you're like, I don't know. I mean, if it's not paying me as much as I think if it doesn't pay me more than the thing I'm doing right now, then why would I take it? And then you find out that it's paying you 10 times more. So you're like, wow, I didn't think I'd get this. So just know, whether you're dealing with a third party situation, whether you're dealing with a money situation, or whatever have you, you're gonna have the strength to get out of this situation, to get out of this this apathetic mood around the middle of the month. And and you're going to be able to achieve the results that you desire. And like I said, September will give you that it will give you that hope that things are going to be better for the future. And let's say you're single, you're not in a relationship, and like I said, you're looking for a relationship, but it's just been hard for you. Because I like to touch everybody on this situation. That sounds terrible. Let's say you're single and you haven't been in a relationship, and it's just been kind of burdensome. The dating scene's just been terrible. You haven't been seeing a lot of results. It's just been kind of competitive and whatever. I see you kind of having the strength to push through. And around towards the middle of the month, I see an offer coming in that from a person who's very independent, someone who has their stuff together. It's going to bring you that happiness. And it may start off like something small, like dating, as we see with the Page of Cups, but it will turn into something more. And like I said, this just could be the energy that you're in. But whatever choice is going on, just know the main message here is that whatever situation you're in that's burdensome, that's burdening your mind, that's causing you anguish, that's causing you to feel stressed, just know that by the middle of the month, you will have that strength to get yourself out of it. And once you do, you'll start seeing a light at the end of the tunnel, which will eventually bring you this 10 of coins, to success. I know I was all over the place with this reading, but there was a lot of messages here, because usually in these, you're talking to a broad range of people. So again, However this resonates, just take it as is. Leave what doesn't, and that's pretty much it for this reading. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please like, subscribe, share these videos out, share this video out in future videos, and I hope I was able to help. All right. Thank you. Take care and have a good one. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a pick a card reading. If you chose pile number 3, or the Appetite, the Blue Appetite, this is your reading. So we're going to look at the overall energy just to see what kind of space you're in at this moment, and then we're going to look at the month of September. So, judging by the situation where you're at, we have the Queen of Swords, which is the Queen of Spades, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. So right now I can see that you're very in a practical mind, whether you're male or female. I don't read for specific genders. It depends on the energy that you're in. If you're masculine watching this, this is just you in a very practical but strategic mindset. Same thing if you're the feminine watching this. You're in a very practical but strategic mindset. Jesus, my communication in these readings have been borderline terrible. You're in a very strategic but yet practical mindset, because the Queen of Pentacles is very practical and the Queen of Swords is very logical. And with the Page of Pentacles, you're taking small steps at a time to basically achieve your goal, or whatever situation you're in. You're taking small steps, but very, very, calculated steps in order to reach whatever you need to reach. Because I can see in the recent past, I feel like something came to light that may have been unfair. Maybe you found out someone took something from you. It could be money, it could be any sort of possession, it could be a position in a job, or it could be a person. Maybe someone cheated. Someone betrayed you in some way, because we can see with the 7 of Swords, the Judgment card, and the 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords being in the traditional tarot, like, it's basically 3 people fighting, one guy leaves with all the swords, the other 2 walk away. It's kind of like it's a victory, but it's a hollow victory. 7 of Swords meaning sneaky behavior, and the Judgment meaning just things coming to light, things coming to revelation. And I think something was revealed to you recently. Maybe someone cheated, someone stole, someone took, but there was an unfair situation that was revealed to you recently, and it's caused you to be very to yourself. I know from experience, whenever I get done wrong, or someone does something behind my back, I tend to try to keep all my cards to my chest after that. I don't want to reveal what I have in my hand, because you're afraid they may use that against you, or the situation may go against you if you were to make that decision. So I could see at the beginning of the week you're holding all your cards again to your chest. You're trying to figure out how to either get out of this bad situation and get back what was taken from you, or basically just bring whatever into balance. In the second week, I see that you're going to be presented with something that is going to help you make a decision that's been kind of hard for you to make. Everyone's different. The situation can be different. Let's say if someone cheated on you, and they want to come back, they want to apologize. I honestly, from this 4 of Cups, I see you being very apathetic about the situation. If I'm saying that, no, I'm probably saying that incorrectly. Let me rephrase that, because I know I probably said that incorrectly. I see you just being indifferent. I see, like, let's say someone cheated on you and they're like, I want to apologize. In traditional tarot, this is someone offering a cup and the person's just not paying attention to it. So I don't think either you're not in the mood for this type of situation with the next person, so you're standing firm, and with the 7 of Wands, you're standing firm in your decision not to speak to them, not to talk to them, and you're pretty closed off at this point. You're not you have a decision to make, but you're not revealing anything. Like I said before, you have all your cards close to your chest. You're not revealing your plans. You're not revealing what you do, because you felt betrayed. You feel like you feel betrayed. You feel like something was taken from you. So you're not yet revealing your plans yet. but you are thinking and are trying to make a decision to bring everything back into balance. And if this person does decide to come back, I don't think you're going to take their offer easily. I think you're probably which it looks in the as we go forward, you kind of sitting with it and giving yourself that time to fully assess the situation for what it is. And that's around the second week. I see you kind of, keeping to yourself, and just kind of really thinking that situation over. Not yet making the decision, like I with the Two of Swords. You're not yet making the decision. You're just thinking it over. Again, swords are very cerebral, so you're going back and forth. Should I take this person back? Should I move on with my life? What am I gonna do? Again, this could be a job situation. Maybe you were passed up on a promotion that should have been yours, and you're trying to decide, should I continue with this company or should I get out? Or maybe it's something else where you feel like you should be paid more. You're kind of decision like, should I continue with what I'm doing or should I get out? But you haven't quite made that decision yet. And I feel like you're still kind of like weighing options or whatever, and whatever situation is presented to you, if it's not emotionally fulfilling, you're not going to worry about it. You're not going to see it. You're not going to think about it, and you're going to be pretty hard pressed in your decision or in your stance not to do anything about it until you have until you've assessed the situation properly. Around the third week, I see you making that decision, and I see you standing firm, and that decision bringing balance back into your life. We have that with the Seven of Wands, meaning you standing firm in your decision you're going to make, you being active, proactive in the decision. The Four of Swords, meaning this very peaceful transition, this peaceful period, this period of rest, this period of balance. And with the Queen of Diamonds, we have the Queen of Pentacles twice. You, again, keeping to yourself, keeping those cards, close to your chest, but also feeling a lot more stable within yourself because of the decision you made. So let's say you chose to be independent. Like, I just want to be single for the rest of this go around. Like, I don't want to deal with you anymore or whatever. You feeling very confident in the situation, and assuming you haven't, and I feel like you're going to get something around the middle of September that's going to allow you to make this decision a lot easier. So let's say this is a job situation. You're just not getting paid enough. I feel like you're going to get an offer that's going to allow you to make that decision. And that can also be represented with the Four of Cups, because in the Four of Cups, there's a cup being presented to the person and they don't really see it. But once they do, they're like, oh, okay, I can use this, and this is how I'm going to make this decision. And so whatever, like around the second week, whatever situation you're presented with, I think around the third week, you'll be able to make that decision and stand firm in that decision. And that in itself will bring you balance and will bring you peace of mind, and also will bring that sense of solidarity within yourself that we see with the Queen of Pentacles. Now, the final week is where we see drastic improvement with the Death card, the Sun, and the Nine of Pentacles. Now, most of you are going to choose to be single, go your own way. If this is a situation where it was a third party, they did cheat on you or whatever, most of you are choosing to go your own way, be single, and find that happiness within yourself, and you will, because that decision in choosing yourself is going to bring you a lot of happiness. Let's say this is a job situation. Let's say you haven't been paid correctly. Well, with the Nine of Pentacles, the job that you're going to be offered, that offer that's going to come in around the middle of the month, is going to pay you what you need. It's going to give you that, that income that you need. If it's a promotion you didn't receive, there's another job that's going to give you even higher position than the one you tried, that you went after in the job you're in, or were previously in. So this change will, around the end of the month, will bring you that happiness. It will bring you that clarity, that joy, and you'll feel a lot more stable within yourself with the Nine of Pentacles, stable in your decision, stable in your world, because you'll be in a different energy. You'll be in a more independent energy. And I feel like this month, let's say, this is a situation in regards to a third party situation where you felt cheated or, just disrespected, whatever the case may be. I see you around the end of the month finding your power, finding that place where you feel good within yourself, finding that place where you don't feel as if you're emotionally reliant on another person. And that decision that you made in the middle of the month to stand firm and really assess the situation for what it is and look at it from a logical perspective, as we have with the Queen of Swords, it allows you to gain that clarity with the Sun, which brings you this sense of independence, this sense of stability. Same thing with the work situation. That decision allows you to gain this sense of independence, this sense of stability. So that's pretty much what I see for September. I see you gaining your power back. I see you getting that abundance around the end. And I see you just kind of figuring out what you need to figure out to get yourself out of this negative situation that you may be in or could have been brought in from the recent past. And I see you really taking yourself into account rather than looking at other people, because a lot of us empaths, we tend to worry about the next person and sometimes we neglect ourselves. But in this situation, I see you doing the opposite. I see you looking after yourself in this situation, which is correct. I see you looking after yourself and making sure whatever fits your spirit, whatever brings you emotional fulfillment, I see that being the case. And again, I know there's a lot of queens here, but I am not reading for a specific gender. If you're masculine watching this, if you're male watching this, this just represent you being in that energy of like receptivity. Whereas the king, if this was the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles, I would say that it would be the same thing, but kings are more action oriented. Whereas like if it was the King of Swords, I would say you are making the decisions instantly to do these things. Where the Queen of Swords is kind of planning it out. The Queen is the planner. The King is the initiator. And so, like I said, you're in this energy right now of just trying to figure out what to do, and you will figure it out. You will figure it out. It may take some, time. It may take you kind of standing your ground, but you will do it. You will do it, and you will be successful. So that's pretty much the reading for September. I hope I was able to help you. If you did like this reading, please like, subscribe, share this video out in future videos. I hope I was able to help. Thank you. Take care and have a good one.